We live in a time of constant noise and fast fashion, where trends expire in weeks. But in the 90s, Donna Karan did something that shouldn't have worked. She designed a wardrobe intended to last forever. She started with her 7 easy pieces. And it wasn't just a collection, it was a capsule wardrobe for the modern woman. And decades later, her vision hasn't aged a day. This is the story of how Donna Karan mastered the art of being timeless. This practical mindset was forged long before she became a household name. In 1968, while still a student at Parsons, Karan landed an internship with Klein. She spent the next decade learning the craft from the inside out, eventually becoming Klein's right hand. When Klein passed away in 1974, Donna Karan stepped up to lead the house, but she wasn't doing it alone for long. By the next year, her old classmate and friend Louis Dell'Olio joined her as co-designer. It's a detail that often gets glossed over, but for a decade, they were the duo really defining the Klein system of dressing that focused on the practical yet glamorous mix and match pieces. It was at this same time Donna became a mother. And that's where that motherhood meets career woman mix was truly born. She wasn't just sketching abstract silhouettes, she was living the life she was designing for. She knew a silk blouse actually needed to stay tucked in when you were hailing a cab, which is why she became so obsessed with the bodysuit. And she had to feel that a jacket was like a second skin, not a suit of armour. By 1984, after a decade at the helm of Klein, Donna was eager to find her own voice, but hesitant to leave the security of her role. With the support of her husband, Stefan Weiss, and a Japanese textile conglomerate backing her financially, she launched Donna Karan New York, and just 6 months later, her 1985 debut collection introduced the 7 easy pieces to the world. It was an overnight sensation, effectively birthing the modern concept of the capsule wardrobe. The 1985 debut was a masterclass in functional elegance. Instead of a traditional parade of outfits, models walked out in simple black bodysuits and tights, gradually layering each garment to demonstrate the sheer versatility of the system. This was the 7 easy pieces in action. A modular wardrobe where the bodysuit acted as the seamless silk foundation that never untucked, topped by a crisp white shirt or a soft cashmere sweater that added warmth without the bulk. As the models moved, you could see the intentionality of the design. A tailored jacket provided instant professional structure, paired with either relaxed trousers or her signature wrap and tie skirt. It was much more than just a collection. It was a cohesive language of dress that allowed a woman to move from a morning meeting to a formal dinner by simply swapping a layer. By 1989, she noticed another gap in the market. Her now teenage daughter Gabby was constantly raiding Donna's closet, looking for things that felt younger and more street. This became the spark for DKNY. If the main line was the executive, then DKNY was the daughter. It was the bridge line that brought luxury to the sidewalk. Donna's frustration with the boyish fit of most jeans led her to create denim with a feminine, sexy cut. DKNY expanded far beyond its original weekend clothing concept to become a complete lifestyle brand all of its own. In 1992, Donna Karan created one of the most enduring fashion campaigns with In Women We Trust. Captured by the legendary photographer Peter Lindbergh, these images weren't just about the clothes, they envisioned the first female president of the United States. The goal was to prove that a woman could hold the highest office without sacrificing her femininity and challenging the corporate clones of the era. And that same spirit was recently revived for the brand's 2024 relaunch, bringing together 8 iconic women with a personal connection to the brand over the years, to celebrate a heritage that has always been, at its heart, about the strength and autonomy of women. As the decade turned, Donna entered her most iconic cultural era. The fall 1990 collection was a definitive statement on the power of high-performance luxury, blending the utility of stretch jersey with the opulence of sequins for the evening. But the true cornerstone of this collection and of Donna's entire design philosophy was cashmere. She referred to the material as a modern security blanket, rejecting the rigid, uncomfortable tailoring of the previous decade feeling. Cashmere offered the ultimate fusion of warmth, comfort and luxury for the professional woman. Critics praised the collection for its ability to project authority without forcing women to look like clones of a male executive. Staying true to her belief in the neutral base, the 1990 palette was anchored in blacks, navies, camels and charcoals. and it was a look that didn't demand attention through volume, but through the quiet integrity of the fabric itself. By the spring of 1994, Donna's focus had shifted toward an effortless minimalism. This collection was her answer to the practicalities of a New York summer, which was a season that usually defied the rules of professional dressing. She leaned heavily into high-tech fabrics that were engineered to stay crisp and breathable, even in the humidity of the city. To keep the visual weight of summer dressing light, the palette was stripped back to a series of calming environmental tones. These were soft neutrals, taupes, bone whites and warm beiges that felt grounded and serene against the concrete backdrop of Manhattan. Then there is one of my favourites, Spring 1996. While it stayed rooted in her signature black and stone neutrals, the runway was suddenly interrupted by a vibrant, citrus-heavy energy. It was a dramatic departure with a high-shine, optimistic palette of bright pinks, electric oranges and vivid greens that acted as the energetic opposite to the New York black we had come to expect. But even with this surge of colour, Donna never lost sight of the woman inside the clothes. To maintain that essential focus on comfort and movement, she turned to matte jersey as her staple, crafting body contouring dresses and versatile separates that felt weightless. Through the use of bias-cut rayon blends, the garments didn't just sit on the body, instead they flowed with it. And it definitely showed a minimal collection didn't have to be muted. But as we've come to know, all good things must come to an end, and in 2015, Donna officially stepped down as chief designer of Donna Karan, ending her 31-year tenure at the helm of her namesake brand. The decision to leave was driven by a combination of personal shifting priorities and corporate strategic changes. Donna felt she had reached a point in her life where she needed to devote her energy to Urban Zen, a luxury lifestyle brand and philanthropic foundation which she founded in 2007. It represents her shift from fast-paced fashion to a philosophy of living that prioritizes wellness, artisanal craftsmanship, and social impact. There is a reason Donna Karan's vision still feels so relevant today. While so many other trends from the era have faded into nostalgia, her 7 easy pieces remains the original masterclass in the modern capsule wardrobe. She proved that dressing well wasn't about having more, it was about having the right foundation. She moved away from the idea that a woman had to borrow from a man's wardrobe to be taken seriously, offering instead a silhouette that actually moved with her. Donna wasn't just a designer, she was her own best customer, and 30 years on her formula for a functional, high-quality wardrobe hasn't aged a day. Thank you so much for watching this video. I really love doing these deep dives into the archives. But I'd love to hear from you. Which designer or collection should we explore next? Let me know in the comments, and I'll see you in the next one.